it is time to do our writing now. So go ahead and get out your tree map that we did yesterday. I've got mine all ready to go. And here's our writing. Now, please make our writing page, I should say, that we're going to write in. Make sure that you have your name, please. Okay, I see some kiddos that are forgetting that, so that's very important. Always have your name at the top. Okay, so we can start right here with sentence number 1. Let's read it. Elves are magical. Okay, so we can use this word right here. We can copy it. So, this has a capital E, so that'll help us. Okay, capital E. Elves are magical. That's sentence number 1. Okay. Now remember, when you do magical, when we put a period there, I had to make sure I had all of my letters in there. When you do your 5-star writing, remember that you always go back and check. Okay, so our green helps us to make sure that we have a capital. Now, like Polly Pocket was telling us, don't just put a green on top of the letter you have here. Make sure it's a capital, and then you can make it green. If you didn't put a capital, then you would have to erase it. So the green helps us remember that we need a capital, but we cannot make it green unless we have a capital. Does that make sense? If it's not a capital, erase it, make it green. If it is a capital already, then you can make it green. Okay, we've got a red period at the end, and let's separate our words. Yep, perfect. Okay, let's look at sentence number 2. And remember, we're using our pronoun. Instead of saying elves again, we're going to say they, because we already know it's elves, so we don't have to keep saying that. They can make toys. I definitely don't have room right here, so I'm going to have to come down here, capital T, so I'll get to use my green for that because I made it a capital. They can make. Do you think I have room there? I think I do. Toys. Now, if you wrote bigger than I did and you don't have room, make sure you come down here. Don't make a word waterfall. Okay? All right, so I do have a capital T. That means I get to make it green. And I have a red period, so I get to make that red. And I'm checking all my words, and it looks like they are all separated with finger spaces. Good job. Okay, and then my last sentence is right here. Remember, we're not going to say elves again. We're going to use this. They have pointy ears. Now, I'm going to say they also have pointy ears, but if you don't want the also in there, that's okay. You could just say they. Okay, let's see. Number 3. They also have pointy. Ooh, can I fit that in there? I don't know. I'm gonna come down here just in case because pointy is kind of a long word. Yeah, I might not have been able to squeeze it in there. Ears. Okay. Now, I just realized that I didn't challenge you to write this last sentence by yourselves. There's my red period. There's my green capital at the beginning. So I'm sorry. I just did it right along with you. Did you try to do it by yourselves? Or maybe you just did it with me today. That's okay. You have finger spaces in between. Okay, so here's our 3 sentences that we used our map. We used our map to help us. Okay, so we had elves are magical. That's this one right here. Elves are magical. Sentence number 2, they can make toys. Over here, right there. They can make toys. Number 3, they also have pointy ears. They also have pointy ears. Okay, so now I'm going to just go through and I'm going to check to see if I did my 5 stars. You're going to go do that on yours, and then I'm going to draw a picture. You're going to draw a picture. And then we will be back in a snap. And here's my picture. All right, so I did all of my capitals green. Yep, they're all capitals. I made sure all of my words were separated with finger spaces. I made sure I had punctuation at the end of all my sentences. I did nice, neat writing. Did you? Make sure you check. And I made sure that it made sense. And let me just show you how I did it. I read all of my writing. Okay, now I'd like you to also go back and read your writing. I will go first. Elves are magical. They can make toys. They also have pointy ears. Okay, will you pause the video and go read yours and make sure that it makes sense? All right, now if you did, that means that you got a check right here, and I hope that you drew yourself a really nice picture. Great job on your writing today, boys and girls.